You know the saying, behind every great man is a great woman. Well, the truth also goes for behind every powerful man, there is a quiet woman. And she's quiet because she knows where her power is. She's not in the limelight. She's not talking and doing a bunch of interviews and talking about her business. She's quiet because the man that is in position of power, that is support for him. And there's a lot of power in that. And what I mean by that is, if you don't know your power, you're truly lost. There's power in being quiet and submissive and knowing your place. And I don't mean knowing your place like, oh, well, in a feministic, like, oh, you a woman can't say nothing. It's not about that. But she knows when to say something. And it's not in the presence of other people if it's her personal business concerning her and her relationship and her man. Because see, that man has that power because he lives a quiet life. Think about every powerful man that you know in history or in the media today. Those men, you don't know who their wives are. You do know who the wives are. You know them in a small capacity. Oh, that's such and such wife. Oh, I never seen his wife before, especially if he's in a position of power. Listen, operating in your role as a woman will always pay off, and it'll pay off in bringing peace to your home. Your job is to be your man's peace, his soft place to land, not a place for chaos. And when people see that a man is unable to run his household, well, they can't trust him in business ventures, right? Most men that have successful marriages typically are successful in business too. And it doesn't mean that men don't get divorces and women don't. That's not what I'm saying. And you typically find that that man that's in a position of power, he's more trusted in the media. He's more trusted to make better business, to make good and wise decisions because he has control over his house. And women, you got to understand something. Operating in pure quietness and peace, especially if your man is out there in the limelight, it pays off for you, okay? It works out well for you when you know your place. And that's why most of the time you don't see a lot of loud women that have husbands, or if they do have husbands, they're running the show. Their husband is really mousy, he's quiet, because that energy has to balance itself, right? Like two people can't be hotheads. You gotta have one calm person, one hot-headed person. It's just like with friendships. Like you have a friend that can calm you down, and you are the one friend that turn up. You know, it's the same way in relationships. And you'll find that those women that are loudmouths, if they are married, their husband is very meek, mousy almost even, kind of docile in behavior. And you can tell who's really running that house. And this is somewhat in response to the whole Travis Hunter thing. I want y'all to pay attention. She's immature. He's immature. He's not going to listen. She's not leaving. Leave it alone. He's going to learn the hard way. It's going to be very painful when he falls on his face. That's why everyone's talking about it, because we see the clear red flags and we see the train, we hear the train, we see the train smoke. It's saying choo choo. And he's just standing on the train track. And we're like, bro, move out the way. That's why it's such a talking point. Plus, they keep putting their business out there, talking about it and going live and all of that. So just know, ladies, you're operating in your God-given role when you remain silent, and you have more control when you don't let something bother you. You keep quiet, you let it run its course, and you stay in your place, because honestly, there's a blessing in that.